Yo, welcome. We Made It podcast, episode 214.
214.
That's what it is in the Portuguese language of which is descended from the Galician language, which is dead now. We Made It podcast, episode 214. Oh my goodness, we got some big news today. Thank you, football deities, for making this news happen today. We could have easily recorded yesterday or the day before, but I was like, hey, let's record Thursday. And then today, Messi is leaving Barcelona, apparently officially. We're going to get into that. We're going to preview La Liga upcoming season, and we're going to preview the Liga upcoming season. What does Caesar have to say? Let's hear it.
For everything?
No, you looked like you was about to say something. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
I don't have everything to say other than, man, like it was like all I have, my mood going into this podcast is I hate soccer media with all my heart and soul. That's all I got to start off with this with. I hate them so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of cap that goes on in soccer media, and we're going to talk about it because these people will be capping hard and they'll tell lies. And we're going to have to talk about these liars and these cappers out here that put out, I mean, what was Trump? If Trump was talking about fake news when it came to soccer media, I would be like, yeah, like he's totally right. He's talking about everything that was bad against him. But if he was like, yeah, soccer media is fake news, I'd be like, yeah, that's 100%. Now I got to vote for you.
Wow, we're starting off with some explosive points on the heels of us being guests on the Can I Kick It podcast. So shout out to Can I Kick It podcast for having us on. We got to do a guest feature on them over with them. So please go check them out when you have a chance. Another fellow Black podcast, soccer podcast. So please check them out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Can I Kick It podcast? The homie Elliot out of VA. We talked about the usage of slave terminology in soccer and how we got to stop doing that. We're hoping that catches on and people stop using terms like buy and sell human beings. Hopefully we don't do that today. We are working on it. Us not saying slavery terminology. Hopefully today we don't slip up. But if we do, hold us accountable.
Yeah, bold italics on trying.
Well, not for me. I'm actually trying.
No, I am trying.
And if you
know, I'm like bold italics as in I'm trying, not quote unquote trying. Like just know I'm trying. Like I'm really trying.
Yes, but if either of us makes a mistake and we do mention buying or selling a human being, please hold us accountable and be like, hey, you said there was going to buy, you know what I'm saying, such and such. I'm like, damn, all right. You know what I'm saying? 5 push-ups. But anyway, Caesar, let's get into this La Liga preview. The biggest thing going into the 2021-2022 season is that Messi's gone. Now, you know what? Let's just talk about Messi, dude. Screw it. Okay, whatever. Look, last year, Atletico Madrid won the league by 2 points over Real Madrid. Barcelona was 7 points behind Atletico Madrid, 5 behind Real Madrid. Sevilla finished 4th. Real Sociedad finished 5th. I'm guessing one of those teams is going to be in the Europa Conference League. Mm-hmm. Who cares at this point? I really feel like the most. This is going to sound crazy. Off top, I feel like the most dynamic player in La Liga that played in La Liga last season is Benzema.
Oh, damn.
so yeah, a 34-year-old center forward, I think, is the most dynamic player in La Liga.
I just want to let you know it's hard times right now for to be a La Liga fan, aka Real Madrid, aka Barcelona. It's looking slim pickings on top tier talent now. We're getting slim pickings now.
Oh yeah. But okay, so obviously Messi, they're saying today that he's leaving Barcelona. It's official that he just can't stay based on wages or money or La Liga rules. I don't know what the hell they're saying over there in Barcelona. But I just want to point this out before we get into Messi himself leaving. July 14th, which is about 3 weeks ago, there was so much news that came out. Literally so many headlines. I'm going to read this headline from The Guardian. July 14th, Barcelona agree 5-year Messi deal in talks to swap Griezmann for Saul. Now, I knew the Griezmann swap thing wasn't going to happen. That never happens in soccer. They always talk about, oh, they're going to swap these players. It literally never happens. But when they said Barcelona agree 5-year Messi deal, first paragraph. Oh, and the person that's writing this article is a dude who on Twitter be getting like 300 responses every time.
Is it Fabrizio Romero or something?
Yes, like literally he gets like
that
400.
Sucks. That dude is like the biggest transfer dude. It's so annoying.
It's insane. Barcelona are close to announcing that Lionel Messi has signed a contract to 2026. Messi has agreed a 5-year deal on reduced wages rather than a 2-year extension initially discussed. Then it says his partnership with Griezmann and Attack will end if Barcelona and Atletico finalize a proposed exchange involving the midfielder Saul. That's Griezmann for Saul. It goes on to say both players are happy with the arrangement, but negotiations over their respective price tags, slavery, must be concluded. With Barcelona saying Griezmann's value is greater than Saul's and wanting money as a part of the deal. They're literally like, this person is like, Barcelona has structured Messi's contract to help them stay within the boundaries of La Liga's financial fair play limits. The 34-year-old is taking a significant salary cut. All of this was a lie. All of it. He's making definitive comments, and they are lies.
I think one of the biggest atrocities in a sport is the media, how media coverage is in a sport, because there's no honesty, there's no honest reporting, there's no honest, very little honest journalism. And it's already an issue I've already had with the biggest issue is the transfer market stuff. The transferring is just, you're allowed free range to say whatever you want. And I don't know, it just maybe I'm just coming up with like, trying to think of what it could be, but it sounds like to me someone is either feeding people like Fabrizio information to pressure players. I know that happens a lot in other sports organizations in America, so I wouldn't be surprised this happened in soccer at all. But I don't like that someone like him who gets millions of replies, and of course we all know the first 500 are Varane news, transfer news, Man U news, Messi talk. Like, it's all bot talk in there, but it's popping. It's popping. He's like damn near verified. It's huge. And the buildup, I mean, on this show, basically you confirmed it. I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna happen. Like, he's not gonna move because all the chatter we see is him staying. Something's got to change. I think maybe players need to work on, if they want to, having their own source of, own source of like, I guess like their own source of like news break or something, or they got to do something to be able to quail this stuff, because maybe they don't care, but I think it can affect them in contract negotiations if there's all this outside pressure, and it can affect their sponsor and publicity if clubs and media members are lying to make these decisions, because they're lying on your money, dog. They're lying on your money.
Dog, this article says there is an acceptance that Messi may not see out his contract, given that he will be approaching his 39th birthday when the final season of the deal ends. This too has been factored into the financial arrangement. So like,
even if he doesn't resign, it's all covered too. So this man reassured us 4 times in this article that it's for sure.
Oh no, the worst one is this last one. Messi's future has never been in serious doubt, even though he became a free agent at the end of June.
Oh, we ought to tweet him this article.
Oh, I'm down to tweet it at him. I tweeted the article.
Dog, like, you see this article you wrote?
And honestly, yeah, obviously things can change, but I'm like, dog, like I would never
like that. Don't write like that.
Yeah, I would never come out saying something that's just like I'm gonna be speculating. I'll be like, yeah, it seems like they're gonna have a deal. They might be having a deal. I'm not gonna say there is a deal because everybody reported this 5-year deal. Everybody, literally everybody, and now today, the actual Barcelona is sending out videos of Messi's best goals. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Nothing is adding up. Then it's massive story breaks, and they're talking about Messi's last moments, and it's just like, I don't know. It's really infuriating because, I'm sure even some of these clubs don't know what's going on. What I'm assuming, and they're making moves.
Oh yeah. Like,
they're
imagine a club saw that Messi signed for 5 years. Like, damn, we wanted to get him, but I guess he's gonna sign
like,
there. So let's just go
this
get.
isn't this isn't the case. But imagine if like Man City was like, man, we really wanted to get him, but it looks like he re-signed. So we'll just get Jack Grealish because we just want a creator off the ball or someone with good creative ability on the outside. And oh well.
And then today they're like, what?
Yeah, they're like, come on, damn it, we gotta announce it, dog. We gotta hold strong.
Caesar, do you know what's hilarious?
What up?
This said on May 6, 2018, which is 3 years ago, Messi and Ronaldo both scored their last El Clasico goals. I was like, what? Messi hasn't scored an El Clasico for 3 years.
Yeah, and that's right. He hasn't. I remember Vinny balled out the last El Clasico, something like that. So yeah.
I'm like, damn, dog, that's embarrassing, dude.
You ain't scored since Ronaldo was there? Sheesh.
This dude been going out around the 16 in the Champions League for 3 years, man.
Hey, man. Hey. I don't know what that last dig was about, but let's just stay focused, okay? Serie A preview was last week. Chill. Okay? But yeah, that's actually really crazy.
Yeah. So,
but I bet he has 300 Elche goals.
We've talked a lot about Messi potentially leaving before when it seemed like he was when his contract ended in June. But now that he's like actually gone, Caesar, I want to know like what you think will happen with him as a player. Like, what do you think's next for him?
I think he's gonna do like that kind of Beckham role where he goes on one of these clubs and it's important towards his success.
I need a club though. I need you to drop a few on me.
I mean, it looks like all the rumors are
it doesn't have to be one, but I mean, let me get a couple.
I guess the main rumor is PSG. That's the big rumor. He's going out there. It looks like PSG is just throwing money around this year. They're throwing away some of that state money around all over the place. And yeah, I think that I could see that happening. I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe this article is completely misread. Maybe he's down to take a massive pay cut somewhere else or something. I don't know what his deal is. But also maybe not. But it looks like PSG is the big one everybody's kind of throwing around. I don't think Man City is a possibility anymore. They just broke the English transfer record for an English player in Jack Grealish. So I don't think Man City is a possibility. They've already I think they're about to land Harry Kane too. It just would make no sense. And I know they'd probably write in England that they'd be so mad if they got Messi too. It'd be so bad.
You mad? Actually, go ahead.
Good. Yeah. So I think for me, I think the top two are probably probably PSG. I think it's just I can only really see that club. Can you see somewhere else? No, I can't really see. I mean, the most cool, like the coolest thing, like a cool thing for like not for anything. Would it be kind of cool if like he went to Juve? It'd be kind of funny to see Ronaldo and Messi in the same team. That'd be kind of funny.
Well, Maradona said no real Argentine plays for Juve. He said that while Higuain was there.
I'm gonna keep it real.
And Dybala. He said no real.
R.I.P. Maradona. He had the most illest quotes of all time. No real. Damn, that's a goon. That's a goon comment because I'm thinking there's no real Argentine. Yeah, no, and it's funny. They had a half Argentine, half Italian who was a baller for them, but he didn't play for Argentina.
Well, he said that when Dybala and Higuain were there. So
Trezeguet was Argentinian and French.
Yeah,
but he played for the French national team. That was probably the realest Argentinian they ever had on that team.
Yeah, there you go. So you're thinking PSG and Juve?
No, I'm not really thinking Juve. I just think that'd be cool because all I can honestly think of is PSG. Do you have another team in mind?
Well, I'll get into it. I honestly feel like he's gonna retire. I think that that's it for him. Honestly, I guess PSG. I guess PSG makes sense if Mbappe leaves. But and you know what? Like I saw that Messi left Barca, and then I saw Jack Grealish. I was like, oh damn, okay, Jack Grealish actually went. Then I saw that number, and I'm like, that's insane. Like 100 whatever, I don't know how many pounds it was, $140 million for Jack Grealish. What is the value of killing Mbappe? Like
He's
that's
prob. I
insane.
mean,
It has to be more than Jack Grealish.
well, bam, duh. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm
do
saying.
you remember how much PSG bought Neymar for?
Uh,
Like 264 million or
uh,
something.
re, 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 re,
They hired Neymar for
how much they signed him for?
signed him. The most they sent him for, that was like 264 million or some crazy number.
Yeah,
So
this
yeah, Mbappe
is
is a 200 milli. He's a 200 milli.
yeah. Can Real Madrid afford that?
No.
Exactly.
So where's he going? It's either PSG or China.
No, I'm saying so. So I don't
I don't
think.
think retirement. No.
No. So what I'm saying is Messi to PSG makes sense for me if Mbappe leaves.
Oh,
If Mbappe doesn't leave, like it just doesn't make sense. Although PSG does make a lot of moves that don't make sense. And
or
it
I
is
think
there are a lot of clout tokens for having Messi. Um, so I guess I could see it in that regard. But when I saw that move for Jack Grealish, I'm just like, damn, like what does that mean for Mbappe? Like the
yeah.
Mbappe transfer number has to be like, I mean, honestly, like he's literally like 3 times better than Jack Grealish at everything. And he can't get no 300 something million transfer fee. But I don't know what, like, I just like that number blew my mind for Jack Grealish. That blew my mind, dude.
Yeah, I
A
don't think
dude
that
coming from, I mean, like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, you're coming from Aston Villa. Like, you're like, obviously he's good. I've watched him play. He's a good player, but like, yo,
there's just no way in this world. No, man, I'm not. This isn't I'm not dissing my boy Jack Grealish. I'm
no,
not
of
gonna do
course
that.
not.
That's my dog. Get that bread. Do your thing. But that's kind of buku. That's buku bucks for Jack Grealish.
That's
I was
insane.
thinking I was thinking maybe like 80 million pounds. You know,
Maybe,
he's definitely an 80. He's definitely an 80 because
maybe.
he's on the national team. So you already get the stupid bread. When you're on the English national, they throw all the bread at you.
And yeah, and like everybody loves him in England,
It's
and
really weird. Like when he comes in that game, that crowd goes crazy.
no, the whole England loves him, and I think that's. But I think part of that is because he played for Aston Villa. Like Aston Villa hasn't been competitive in years, so like it's not like he's out there on a team that's beating Liverpool, beating Man U, and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, and what I heard is apparently he's like marketed heavy out there too. Like he
Yeah,
has like
no,
a lot of
he's
sponsorships and ads in the UK. So of course, and he comes from the homegrown club thing for Aston Villa. He came up, so that's like a big nod. He wasn't like an academy player for like Man U or something. He came villain story. Now he's at Man City, one of the biggest clubs. So that's cool. But yeah, I think the only way Messi doesn't go to PSG is if he goes to a different club, but because Messi has so much pull, I
mhm.
think they'd have to offer him, if they can't offer that 200 mil or 100 mil, whatever for Messi, he's going to get some kind of percentage, like some kind of like stake or like, they give like guaranteed like board or whatever. They give some kind of like incentives to supplement that income, right? Like he'll just get this forever passive income as some ambassador to the club. And that's the only way. And I think that's more of an overseas move. If he goes overseas, it'd be some kind of deal like that where he's gonna get ownership or whatever, or some of the other clubs. So, because I'll be honest with you, with the way, if anybody read the Super League comments that Real Madrid was making and Juventus and Barcelona, they sounded they had broke talk going. They was talking real broke. They was talking real broke. They're talking about, which is coincidentally hilarious, the monopolization of UEFA and how UEFA is monopolizing off the money they have been able to make. I'm like, oh, poor corporate feeling the pain. So I was like, that's funny. You guys want to be like that? Okay, interesting. I wonder what you did for the fans during. What are you gonna do for the fans when COVID opens up? And I want to see those tickets to the Bernabeu. But go ahead though. So they want to go to UEFA. They want to make their own league to make their own larger shares. And so it sounds like people are striving for some money at the top tier. So yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. I just feel like for Messi to go to PSG, let's just say, like, Mbappe is a very ambitious player, and it's just like, dog, Neymar and Messi, I feel like can't even function together anymore. Like, Neymar has become the Messi of PSG. What is Messi gonna do with Neymar there? But then if you also have Mbappe, remember when Messi played with Neymar, Neymar played where Mbappe plays. So like you can't have two cams, like you can't have two tens, And Mbappe being such an ambitious player, does he want to be third in line? Does he really want to be third in line? But then what's the options? Like, is PSG literally going to look at Jack Grealish, $140 million, and accept anything less than like 250 for Mbappe?
No.
Like I'm just like, dog, like Man City right now. Like, remember when Neymar went to PSG, like, and it was like 222?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, dude, you just ruined the transfer market. It's funny because to be honest with you, I can't really remember what I was saying then, but I don't really feel like it did ruin the transfer market because there's nobody as good as Neymar. Like, at that point, especially, like, Ronaldo was at Real Madrid and he's older. Messi's at Barcelona and he's older. Getting Neymar at that time, it was like 25 or something like that, or 26. Like, that's the best thing in the world. Like, of course, you got to pay whatever. But now, now Mbappe's that guy. The person that ruined the transfer market really is Jack Grealish in City.
Well, he's free PL, yeah.
I mean, but I think, but either way, like, PSG is going to look at that and say, like, look, okay, this team is paying 120, 140 million for Jack Grealish. We need 250 for Mbappe.
Yeah, I don't know if other teams outside of England, out of EPL, kind of value them Grealish as much as he's valued in England. Maybe I don't think he's at. Maybe I don't know if his value carries over.
No, of course not.
Yeah, I don't know if Barcelona would want to pay $140 million for Jack Grealish.
No, they wouldn't. But when you're doing business, like, a PSG is going to be like, well, look, like, if they're paying 140 for Jack Grealish, like, Mbappe's 3 times better than him. He's won a World Cup. He's won.
He's not even holding him up at like 22 or some crazy number.
I think he's turning 23 in December or something like that.
I hate the earth. He's literally he can't even rent a car without paying the young driver fee in California still. Literally the last number you look forward to when you're an adult is 25 here. It's like, finally, now I'm free. That's crazy. Look, I agree, and this is all, once again, this is a pro Jack Grealish podcast. We ain't got no Jack Grealish. That's the homie. But it's really crazy. That's funny. It happened the same day. It makes me wonder what kind of maybe negotiations or just timing happened. But that Messi announcement is the most aggressive one I've ever seen. Like, that was so aggressive, like aggressively put out, like, not coming back. Like, and it went from these cap people like Fabrizio, whatever the hell, Coppolini, whatever his name is, tweeting that, I think it was literally 2 days ago. I didn't check his Twitter. Tweeting 2 days ago that the negotiations are going good, blah, 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 like, saying this. And then to go cold stone, let me tell you something right now, Doc. Anybody that's done any kind of negotiating, whether it's for your irregular day job, you want to get a thing, the vibes from day one. You know what the deal is. It doesn't go hot cold like that. No, it's you can feel the build. Now, in that time period, all I've seen is Messi everywhere but Spain. The man's he was at doing Copa America in Brazil, stole that Copa America dub. Then he's out chilling in France the whole time. And those pictures of him hanging out, like, look, man, I know. And then he got back with the family, he's living his life, all good, everywhere but Argentina. So, he's out there doing his thing. But All I know is that you can't be putting out these articles talking about it's locked, sealed, and done. Okay. You can't put out Adam Schefter and Woj bombs online talking about it's done when it's literally the opposite. It wasn't even like saying like it was about to be finished and then Messi did something and then they pulled the rug, which would only tell me that the whole time the club was going to say no and it was just ruining you. No, it just the talks have been cold and it's done as of today. That means it's been a while, dog. Like, you know how it is, man. I mean, it's cap. They're capping to save their own fake articles that came out. So the only team I really see is honestly right now with that kind of money, I guess, is PSG. Honestly, I don't know who else is willing to spend, and also that connection for Messi. I feel like Messi's a person needs to go somewhere where he's the most comfortable. Like it's the most fit. You know, he can't just go to Bayern or something.
No, and also to be clear, like Messi is it's a free transfer, so it's not like there's a transfer.
No, I was talking about the wages.
No, yeah, me too. But I just think I didn't mention that yet. Like, Messi,
I don't know who the hell is gonna pay him. What is it? 450K euros and wages or whatever the hell he was getting at Barcelona.
It wasn't more than that.
He was getting, maybe it was 600. I forgot. He was getting some astronomical. I think it was 1.2 million every 2 weeks.
Something crazy. Like that. Yeah. I don't know if that's what he's looking for, but like,
it's crazy bread.
It's a free transfer for him. Like for a team to get him.
That's the biggest free transfer of all time.
Yeah, that's a big free transfer. And then if Mbappe stays at PSG, then he would be the biggest free transfer next season.
You know what? You got redeemed.
How?
Remember last year with the Messi saga? I feel like you had mentioned that like the biggest mistake they could do is let Messi stay after all this and continue the full year without getting a new contract, because then he goes out on a free transfer.
Yeah.
Like that was the biggest mistake they could have ever made. Even if they had taken a deal that was a whimsical 90 mil, imagining Grealish getting more than Messi, just insane. Imagine that he gave him, 88 million euros for Messi or 90 million euros. And
it's better than nothing.
They what they could have even finagled the Monaco Man City deal, Monaco PSG deal, where we'll do the loan plus buy option after. Yeah. We'll just cover 50-50 on Messi's wages together. And they said no to everything. And he comes back and does an interview in flip-flops talking about we're gonna see how the year goes. Everyone bit that as if that's him saying he's with the club. The whole comment section is crying happy and he's so happy. Things are going great. I remember all these cap articles like living La Vida Loca is great. And then boom.
Yeah. Literally, they won nothing last season, played terrible.
Bam, they were so bad. The only time he's balled in the last 2 years, whether it's by teammate, him, by proxy, whatever, is against sub UCL Euro teams is when he goes off, when he goes insane in La Liga.
Yeah, they did terrible last season. Ansu Fati got hurt and Dembele got hurt. So
Ansu Fati got hurt so long he damn near grew all new hairstyle.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Yeah, if I'm doing business as a club now, granted, like maybe Barcelona's like, Messi brings in a lot of money to the club just by being there. So maybe they looked at it like, well, just having him here, we're going to make like 170 million euros no matter what, just because he's here. So maybe they just weighed that option. Like, I don't know the numbers to that extent to say, but on the surface, yeah, I'd rather let him go and get a transfer fee than let him come out to the end of the contract and he just goes for free.
Yeah.
But we'll just see. I mean, honestly, I can't really see him going to PSG, really. I feel like that would be so lame for PSG. Like, it just, like, although I do feel like PSG is kind of like this, like, it just feels like you don't really care about winning. Because I don't think that Messi makes PSG better by any means. But honestly, I just can't really see him playing anywhere else. I feel like he's going to retire.
I don't think so.
You know what I could see? Him retiring for a season and then coming back.
Yeah, I could see him sitting out even till winter, to be honest. I mean, it's a free transfer. Who knows what's going to happen? I can't imagine you're able to lock in a Messi deal in 3 weeks. I mean, this guy's mega. Like it takes a while to get someone like that because you're moving mountains to get him, and they're probably whatever club it is, maybe they're probably all calling up, sponsors and seeing what they can do to help pay for the wages. And I'm sure PSG, damn dog, PSG's like, why the hell did we get Hakimi all these dudes, man? We could have just really saved up some money real quick. I bet Hakimi's wages are low, whatever. But still, like,
what about Inter? Because they're saying, I mean, Lukaku to Chelsea seems like it might be a lock. Could you see?
I don't think there's enough money in entire Italy to pay for Messi, but if there is,
that pay for the wages.
I think the smartest move, even Serie A could do, is scooping up Messi and helping with Inter get Messi, because to bring that over from La Liga over there would be huge. People are already crying at the thought of no more Mbappe, no more Messi versus Ronaldo was already rough, and now bring over the Italian league. It gives the Italian league, and they have Zlatan too. They kind of got like all the old heads going in over there. So
honestly, I think that would be the best move.
I think that's a good idea,
even for him. Like he could be playing with Lautaro Martinez.
That'd be great. And we're all saying this, and he just hates Lautaro so much. That'd be great. But yeah, like. He could be over there with fellow countrymen,
But okay, but from a footballing perspective, do you feel like him to Inter is better than him to PSG?
You know what, Bam? I think him to Inter is actually way better. Me
too.
I think that style of play actually suits him the best. I think that, historically shown, look at the history, like when Messi's played against some Italian teams, he really be serving them up, and it's because that defensive style is best catered to him. I think a league like Liga will be rough for him. Liga ain't nothing to play with. Like big respect to Liga. They may not have the most accredited defensive work and defensive players in the world, but one thing is that league, what they lack in that amazing Italian defensive coaching or whatever, they make up for in real talent. They have really balanced talent across the board with a lot of athleticism across the board. So it can be really rough out there. We seen Max Gradel hawk Danny Alves. It ain't no joke out in France
with the ball.
So I think French league would be rough for him. I think
Me too.
I think the mystique of France being a farmers league is only something in the comment section says, but I think real players know what the real deal is.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, even like, obviously we've seen Neymar, like,
ask Florenzi if Liga is easier. Ask him.
We've seen Neymar do damage on French clubs and stuff like that, but he's also gotten some crazy tackles and stuff. And
Neymar does not count. Neymar does not count.
I agree, but as somebody who watches a lot of Liga and watch hella PSG, Neymar's been there. I've seen many games where Neymar has been shut down.
Absolutely,
shut down.
And you've seen many games where these teams know what to do to get Neymar out of a game.
Yeah,
they know what to do to get it going. Everyone knows that it is a very common strategy what to do early in the game to Neymar to get him out of the game, or at least get him playing a game that doesn't cater best to the team and they can handle.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think Messi would be successful in Liga, really. I mean, he's going to be good. He's going to be fine, but I could see him going to Inter. This is a team that just won the league. They're back in Champions League. If Lukaku has to leave, like, that's okay. Like, they can still make it happen with Lautaro Martinez and another forward, huh?
My last point on this, because we've been, of course, 1 hour on this. I'll say this. Would you agree with me this? Game-wise, in terms of like Messi playing, his best success statistically would come from playing in Italy.
Oh, yeah.
But I think for even more, I think for the league and the sports branching and growth, for more league growth, like Ligue growth, I think Ligue growing is more important than Italy, because that's already have been the biggest league before. I think Messi going to PSG would be bigger in that way in terms of helping that league grow more and more eyes towards it, and growing more fandom. I think it'd be better on that side. But I think for Italy, it will revitalize the popularity of Serie A. It would bring back the war of the derby, because Milan has spent a lot of money on players too, and then Juventus still in the picture too. It'd be a lot of fun, a lot more matches. When you have 3 teams that can do some work, that's more of an investment to watch. We know what the deal is with La Liga, especially now. Like now's the Dembele, Griezmann, Barca, rough.
Well, Depay.
But the pay might start going off now. The pay might go off, big dog.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I really want to like. I would rather see him be at Inter. PSG already got Neymar and Mbappe. You already got two huge stars, dude. Like,
Hakimi, dog.
and like so. I don't really want to see Messi there. Like that's just like overkill and just kind of lame to me.
No.
Messi going to Inter, I feel like that would be a really good move. Once again, it's a free transfer, so the wages, like if they can ship Lukaku and recoup those wages, like use that money for wages. I don't know if that's how it works.
I have a quick update. This is from our trusted source, Fabrizio Romano. Here comes some cap tweets he wrote out. Ready?
Oh no!
This is from directly 2 minutes ago because he's probably watching the show and he doesn't admit he lied like crazy. Messi was in Barcelona to sign the contract. No tension. Total agreement and announcement scheduled. Barca told Leo, which I hate when they call him that, weird. They're blocked by La Liga and not able to sign him now. Issues. Okay, Cat isn't here. Issues also with other players. Messi appreciated Laporta's honesty. PSG already started direct contacts. First of all, never tweet like this in your damn life again, okay? Never tweet me bullet points without bullets on there, okay? I want to see the bullets. I want to these bullets. I want to see the bullets. This is like an annoying tweet because you can't clap back. There's 17 different things going on here at one time, and they're not connected on purpose, right? Because if they was connected, he would have specified why his article 2 weeks ago is completely contradictory to now. Now it just says Messi was in Barcelona to sign it. No tension. Total agreement scheduled. Barca told Leo, you can't sign with him. So now it's like, oh, let me just pin this on the league. Okay, sure, man. It could be real, but you didn't write that 2 weeks ago. You didn't say anything saying it's a possibility that La Liga could block this.
No, you said that there was a contract already.
Yeah, and you said that they agreed on terms and it's gonna go down. And even if it can't go down, it's gonna go down.
I could never.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so I guess I mean I don't know if they're gonna announce Messi to PSG. I just think that's so whack. Like we've talked many times about like how attention is more is like attention matters more than winning in professional sports in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And that sucks. I mean, but you know, it's a business at the end of the day. But I just like it's gonna be really whack to see Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi on the same team. Like that's just like really whack. I don't know if they're gonna then have like force Mbappe to play as a center forward. Like that's just gonna be so annoying. Like at the very least, Mbappe's got to leave. Then it's like, okay, I'm down. Whatever. It's gonna be whack to see. Like these people are hilarious. Now I'm going off. I don't care. These people are talking about like, oh, Wijnaldum is what PSG needed. I'm like, do you watch PSG? Neymar comes all the way back and like literally somebody gives him a 3-yard pass to him. Like the midfielders don't do like they have no role really. It's just like to be there if Neymar loses the ball. Like Wijnaldum is not going to be able to be his true self playing with Neymar. And I'm not hating on either of them.
No.
I'm just saying what Neymar does is drop back and pick up the ball and go.
No, and you're 100% right. Wijnaldum, that's a cute statement. You know what? Wijnaldum would actually be a better Real Madrid fit because the Real Madrid wingers don't come to midfield to receive the ball. They're making runs. People like Eden Hazard, when he can run, makes a run. Vinny makes a run. Wijnaldum is the perfect center mid if you need to have possession in the midfield to bring up to running strikers. That's not the case. Neymar already plugs in that. What you need is good holding midfielders to retain possession and play good defense. That's why they got players like Herrera. That's why they got guys like that can do that. They're not big ball players. The only person that has been there forever is Verratti. That's the only person that really does that. So why the hell would you need a Verratti and Wijnaldum at the same time on the field? That's actually horrible. You don't need that. It wasn't a dire necessity.
Yeah, with Neymar, who is literally a
You don't need more ball holders. You don't need that.
Yeah, like this is an attacking midfielder that drops so far back.
They would need like a Casemiro. That would be good for them.
Yeah.
That would be a different. That'd
No,
be a perfect plug.
Just play a 4-4-2 and just have 8 center backs, Neymar and Mbappe.
I'm down. I mean, hey, don't let us coach. I'd be like, well, you haven't tried a 4-4-2-1. That's the problem here. No.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but it's funny because it's like I watched Messi the past few years do the exact same thing, drop all the way back and pick up the ball, and it's like, okay, what do you do with 2 players like that? Is somebody gonna change? Messi can't even run anymore.
Like no, and PSG is there's a whole lot of running going on. PSG big dogs, a lot of running over there. Ligue a whole lot of running,
whole lot of choppers.
I don't have as much vitriol as you about this move to PSG. I think it's fine. I just remembered how well the PSG fans kind of treated people like Beckham in the past. And it was kind of nice to see that, like that love and respect that sometimes is honestly even lacking in La Liga and stuff like that with their former stars. That was nice to see his last game and how thankful the French people were for having this player come spend time with them, and the players were too. Well, so and then a part of me does really believe the friendship between Neymar and Messi. I believe that friendship is real.
Me too.
So it's always cool when someone gets to get back with their homie and a team. That's cool. But I want to know what these roles are going to be like.
PSG fans hate Barcelona, so they're going to want to see another Barcelona player go to PSG. They hate Barcelona.
Damn. So, don't you think? Sorry about that. Don't you think it's almost like Mbappe? Like, I feel so bad for Mbappe. That's so rough. Can he find a way to go to Barca or something? You got to find a way. Like, hey, can y'all swap me, please? Like, I mean, you know what? He might have known this was coming for a while. You're lagging out on me. He might have known he was coming for a while because it's funny. He didn't sign his contract either. He might have seen this coming to his agent and be like, look, we ain't signing nothing until we figure out what the hell's going on with that Barca because something's up here. And in them pictures, I don't see Mbappe in that hangout spot, hanging out with everybody, holding arms with. I see everybody butting Mbappe there. There's Verratti there. What's Verratti doing there? I don't see Mbappe.
Well, I mean,
hey man, Verratti's there. I'm just saying.
Honestly, Mbappe would be good at Barcelona. Like he can
ball out. It'd be kind of cool seeing him and Depay in the same team. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be like playing with Neymar. Like they can operate with each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It would be interesting to see like when it. I don't know. I just want to see Mbappe at Real Madrid. Like I just want to see him there. Too. I think that's the perfect place for him.
It seems like destiny.
Yeah, like that's the perfect place for him. You need to go somewhere they're going to play a 4-3-3. You can play on the left wing and get it cracking.
Yeah.
And you're playing with a good center forward, and you'll be fine. He's but I can see him at Barcelona too. But if he's going to, if Messi's going to go to PSG, Neymar's going to be there, and Mbappe's going to be there, Mbappe being like the young superstar that he is, like being third in the order. Still, going at 23 years old, like you should be somewhere where you can be like almost being the man or like making like a real, a place where you can like really, really do your thing and be the man. Like start, like obviously he's not going to be the man day one. He steps into Real Madrid, but like to like get to that point where you can start getting like proving yourself in that league, getting those like 35, 40 goal seasons. You know what I mean? In a league like La Liga, and winning Champions League potentially. But yeah, I mean, also, Mbappe ain't signed that contract. We'll see if PSG let him play because Rabiot didn't sign that contract. Rabiot didn't want to sign that extension. He was like, no, I want to leave on a free next season, and they just kept him on the bench all season. I mean, not even on the bench. Like he didn't even dress. Like he just trained with the team, but and he had to like his mom / manager had to like ask them to let him train with the team. They were like, because they weren't even going to let him train at the facility, and they were like,
I mean, obviously, gonna be a little different.
It would be different for sure. This is Mbappe is a bigger deal for sure.
Yeah,
but I mean, you never know. Like it is big business at the end of the day. Sometimes a
How
team
the
can
hell
look
they're
at.
gonna pay? How are they gonna pay for all these people? It starts to get weird.
Well,
Something's up, dog. Something. I
no,
think. I think there's all I know is that it's 3 weeks until 2.5 weeks until the window closes. 2.5 when like 10 days, whatever, until the window closes. I think we're just getting started on some moves because in order, I know one thing: if you're gonna get Messi somewhere, it's gonna take some moving some money around, taking some moving some money around.
I don't. The one thing I don't know, and I feel like there is some difference when it comes to transfer fees and wages. Like I feel like that's kind of different, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
He's still expensive weekly though.
No, yeah, but I feel like I don't know if like the wages count against financial fair play or something like that, or they count the same. I feel like transfer fees count differently than wages, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm more down for PSG with Messi if Mbappe leaves. If Mbappe stays, I don't want to see it. I would be excited for Messi at Inter Milan. Like I want to make Messi at Inter the picture for this episode, and I want to name it
Damn,
Messi.
but why would you do that?
And
Why
I
would
want to
you do
name
that?
it Messi to Enter with the question mark.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay, I'll just put Messi leaves Barca, but I'll still put the Messi Inter.
Oh my god.
Like, dog, go to Inter, challenge yourself.
He's
Playing with
not.
Mbappe and Neymar is like, dog, that's like a walk in the park, dude. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, it'll be an interesting season. Going back to La Liga, forget about Messi.
Okay.
La Liga will be Barcelona will be exciting for me to watch at least with Messi being gone to watch Memphis Depay. Um, who else is there? Dembele's hurt. I guess Ansu Fati's back. I don't know who else they've gotten, but it'll be nice to see Memphis Depay playing. Oh, I guess Pedri or something. Uh, never excited to watch Atletico Madrid, but somehow they won the league last season. And I think this will also be a pivotal year in La Liga for one of your favorite players, Eden Hazard. Now, I want to know what you think about Eden Hazard this upcoming season while I have to mute myself and run for a quick second. But what do you think about Eden Hazard coming up this season?
Eden Hazard. I think that Eden Hazard, I can't imagine it. Honestly, I don't have much hopes. I think that I've been watching sports long enough to know there's a certain age and a certain timeline in which things tick, and then then suddenly they stop working. Now with Eden Hazard, we've been waiting 3 seasons now, I think, for him to kind of get it cracking, and well, maybe 2.5 seasons, actually 2 seasons, and we haven't seen any of that. We've only seen him come in out of shape, overweight, and even when he's on the field, and is probably he's probably played like 20 matches for Real Madrid. I haven't really seen any moments where I went, damn, like that's why we got him, or ooh, that's a game breaker right there. When you don't see that, it's kind of hard for you to be really optimistic about what the future holds for the club. So it almost seems like mismanagement led to Hazard coming here when it should have been a Mbappe. They should have did everything in the planet Earth to get him over. They should have sold part of the nation. They should have gave some land back in order to get Mbappe. I don't know, something, but I think it is a pivotal year, and I think moving forward, we'll kind of see. I can see him kind of going back to EPL or some kind of swan song or whatever goes from here. But unless he can get his fitness right and find a way of just maybe hiring some kind of nutritionist or something, just to help with not only like, of course, his weight or something like that, but help with his the foods he's eating and his health, because a lot of times foods have a big impact on your health and injuries and everything. So yeah, it just seems like it's gonna be rough for a little bit. So I don't know about Eden Hazard coming up in this year. I'm more thinking about, I think Bam likes to say, "Oh, it's a deporting for and especially for Real Madrid for Eden Hazard and what the deal is." But I think it's more pivotal to see. I want to know what happens with Rodrigo and Vinny. Both those guys are coming off different years at La Liga and for Real Madrid. So I'm curious to see what happens with Vinny and Rodrigo, as I was saying. Those guys, it's starting to feel like one of those one's got to go situations, and I want to know what decision is going to be made. They both don't have a ton of goals, and I don't think Vinny's ever had more than 4 goals in the league for Real Madrid. So it's if that's what you're looking at, maybe not. I'm not really looking at that when it comes to stat breakdown for Vinny. But the thing is if you're gonna accept that Vinny's not gonna score 20 goals, where's it gonna go else? Who else is gonna do that? Is it gonna be Benzema again? Is it gonna be a some kind of like Mohamed Salah right winger? What's it gonna be like? It has to be from somewhere else to be able to keep up with the top of the pack of La Liga. So we'll see what's up. Well, I mean, we'll see if they can pull out another year Benzema had. That was a lot.
This fool, Eden Hazard, been there for 2 seasons, played 16 matches, and this is in the league. Played 16 matches, scored 1 goal. Last year, 14 matches, scored 3 goals. Damn, he had 1 goal the whole season in his first. He didn't even score one in the cup or nothing. Damn,
Couldn't even score one against Las Palmas in the cup match.
like damn, dog. Yeah,
He maybe didn't like them flights to Africa.
possibly. It's too close to home. But yeah, I like. I saw some stuff. I think you mentioned it. I could kind of hear you. I saw some stuff about him maybe going back to Chelsea or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, this is a pivotal year. Like he's had plenty injuries these last 2 seasons. He played in the Euros. Eden Hazard. Yeah. So you all right? You got a stroke?
Yeah, he played in the Euros. What's your point?
Just getting extra confirmation.
He played in the Euros and did dead regular nothing.
Yeah. Black
Ran around the Euros.
Yeah, his black brother did well.
His brother was going in. Damn, can we get Thorgan? I mean, that guy plays. He comes. I don't care if he score or not. He comes to play. He scored a couple in Euros too. He came to play, dog.
I think this is the season where it's like, come on, dude. Like, you're 30. Let's show.
I'm gonna be real. You're talking about for us, for me and you, absolutely. But it's really funny at Real Madrid. If you're of a certain hue, if you got the right filter on, then you seem to get some leniency on what you can do numbers. Meanwhile, Vinny, every year it's some kind of analytical breakdown of how many goals he has per year. Show me a season where Eden was last season. How many goals Eden had last season?
Last season he had 4. 3 in the league.
The first season Eden has had 1 goal. Vinny gets a blur every week for number of goals he scores. And that man was his first season in Real Madrid. He was 18 years old. And let's just relax. We're talking about a solid veteran. And also, I think Vinny came up for 35 million or something, not even worth the same amount, not whatever the hell they paid for Hazard. People like Rodrigo and all them have to go through a whole different check process on how many goals they score. So I'm kind of sick of this Hazard thing. I know that he's going to get the Bale treatment where he gets to kick it and do whatever the hell he wants. Bale's coming back too for some unforsaken reason. Bale's back working out. He's going to be playing again. It's just hard times. Messi gone. It's real hard to be Real Madrid. I'll say this about Barcelona. At least Barcelona has been really bad to watch for many years. At least they're doing something. At least they're signing some people. I don't know what the hell Real Madrid's up to, but it's tough.
They didn't know that Hazard was going to be a bust, though. I mean, Hazard should have came in there and balled out.
No, I know that, and I was actually more definitive of Hazard coming over than you were. You were like, whatever about it. I was excited about Hazard because I like Eden Hazard. This is coming from a passionate place, not a vindictive place. I have cared about him. Then, Caesar and his yearly, a lot of passion, my yearly Real Madrid summer camp previews. See homie walk up. I was like, yo, big dog. Yeah, Chick-fil-A. What the hell? What are you doing? How you gonna pulling up weighing 190? What are you doing, dog? Damn. Over here looking like a bowling ball when he first pulled up. So I don't know what was going on. And it just hasn't been any signs. And I think Lord knows where you were while I was saying it. My most concerning thing about Hazard is never one time in the last 2 years did he do something that made me go, well, that's why we got him.
Yeah,
like, damn. Ooh, there's that Tottenham goal again. Sheesh. Every time I was just like, all right, well, he's working. He's trying to get back into it. And even on Belgium this season, I'm like, all right, man, like you're just running out there.
No, it's been really whack. This is a season like I feel like you got to think about. He has to think about his legacy at this point. Like obviously he's been getting hurt, but like when he's not hurt and he comes in like matches, it's like, dude, you're not doing anything, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like it's like, dog, you want to play right back? Like, what's up? You look just like Lucas Vasquez, basically,
Please God, never play right
but
back.
worse. Going
Good
back to
MLS, dog. Ball out.
I think Bale's gonna go back out on loan too. Like, I don't think they're gonna keep him there this season.
Real dog. Ancelotti loves Bale.
Yeah, but I feel like Bale probably doesn't even want to stay.
Ance's a player's coach. He gets what he wants. He's definitely probably gonna stay, dog.
You think so? I mean,
I'm not saying that out of a place of happiness. I'm saying out of I know Ancelotti. His dude love holding on to the old dudes. He get all the love for this. He's probably gonna stay.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't think he will, but I guess we'll see.
I just can't imagine you wanting to sub in or play Rodrigo over. I mean, Bale over Rodrigo is baffling to me, but if you want to do that, sure, man.
Caesar, I remember when Bale was there and healthy, and Zidane was putting Valverde at the right wing
because it was so bad.
Yeah,
it was
because Bale was terrible.
Bad. He's literally turned into like a CDM now. It's just annoying.
He's
put him at left back, dog.
No, because you have to run at left back.
Okay, put him at goalie.
Literally, yeah. I seen Bale for Tottenham play against Royal Antwerp in Europa League, and Bale was so bad.
He's like, damn, these dudes can run.
I'm like, yo, you're so bad. Like every once in a while, he would like do a move that you could tell he just like learned when he was in La Liga, like a nice little dribble. But it's like, dog, like you still suck, dude.
He's definitely a golfer now.
But yeah, that's Real Madrid. I mean, we'll see. I feel like Barcelona might need like one more piece. Like they need like one more player, I feel like.
Yeah, I think they didn't address really. I think the main, I guess Depay can play there, but I think that like if they had another option centrally too, I think that'd really help them as a team.
They don't have anybody to push the line.
They don't. I mean, we've seen for Lyon, Depay play that top role, and it's awesome he does it. But we know Depay is like a extremely talented just in that whole left side of the field in general, especially the middle. He can get it all cracking. But if they had like we said in the past, a Lacazette or like a center striker or like a something, just to like they need to get something to plug in and solidify the damage that wingers and midfielders can do. You need that. Like they need something there, and that's the only thing I think they're missing. They just need something to put in there.
Yeah, I feel like they need kind of like a winger, another like somebody to play on that left wing.
They should get like Douglas Costa or something.
You know, they got Kun Aguero. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that's actually good. They got Kun Aguero. That's actually good for them. If he's healthy, that's a good pickup for them. But I do feel like they need some kind of reassurance for Dembele. If he's out. They are excited to play Ansu Fati again, so he's gonna be back. We'll see. Yeah. Barcelona does have some players actually.
Yeah, I mean, but Ansu Fati is like not an answer. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're
gonna run Pedri until he's just all he has left is kneecaps. So
yeah, and Pedri's also a midfielder. Like they need somebody that can get up and down the wings. I feel like on the right side too.
They should get Douglas Costa cheap now. He can run up there.
Signing him would be not that expensive, yeah.
Maybe they can bring back. They got Malcolm on loan still.
Caesar, stop it! Can you stop?
Dog. Malcolm X still out there running around somewhere. Who knows? Bordeaux, where's he at?
He's in Russia, dog.
Come on, yeah, bring back the homies on loan still.
He catch a monkey chance like the homie from Monaco. Yeah, the Barcelona I feel like still needs a few pieces too. I feel like, one of the more like complete looking teams is Atletico Madrid somehow. Like, what the hell?
Whatever. What's wrong with that? That's how you know the world is out of balance when Atletico Madrid is a team that you're like, man, they got a solid team.
Yeah, like like Luis Suarez is gonna give you at least 15 goals. Like
I love that Atletico Madrid was like heard about them wanting to get Saul off of them, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Like they're like, we'll die before you get Saul off us, dog. They know, we know, best midfielder on the planet, Saul.
They're like, we'll give you Mbappe and $50 million. Like, no, we're okay. We'll be
Let's
fine.
think about it. No.
No. Like,
If Saul was an EPL, they'd be calling him the GOAT. Like, there's no way you're getting the homie Saul. Like, it's not ever happening. Like, they'll be like, yeah, we'll actually offer you. We have a couple islands too that are uncharted territory out in the Pacific Ocean. Would you take that for Saul? No.
no. No, we will die with him.
Yeah.
We will get relegated with him.
Yes.
And we still won't get,
Atletico Madrid goes down, Saul's going with us. We
Yeah.
get banished by FIFA into Division 6, and we got to play in YMCA Long Beach. He's coming with us.
and nobody else is still nobody will care. They'll be like, oh, Atleti, yeah, strong team. What's his? I always forget the coach's name. Why do I always forget his name?
Diego Simeone.
Yeah, Simeone. I just see that vampire haircut.
And that vampire haircut is like, yeah, dog, we're keeping Saul.
Yeah, like literally he'll never get blamed for anything. Okay, Caesar, although I feel like we kind of talked about Liga already because we talked a lot about PSG, but quickly, let's talk about PSG, Liga. Obviously, Lille won the league last season. PSG was second. Lille had 83 points. PSG had 82. Monaco finished with 78. Lyon right underneath them, 76, and Marseille finished with 60. I'm kind of excited for this Liga season.
Me too.
I think that obviously we'll see what happens at PSG. Let's just forget about PSG for now. Lille, I think they just beat PSG in that Super Cup. Obviously PSG wasn't full strength, but I think that they will have a good mentality coming into the season. Monaco was playing amazing in the second half of the season last year. They were incredible. It was
lost one game, right? One game in the whole second half.
They I don't think they lost just one match, but
I think they only lost one in the second half. Incredible. They played incredible, period.
And just to watch them play like aesthetically was really, really nice with some players that were not like some, Hall of Fame dudes. Lyon, obviously they lost Memphis Depay, but they brought back Moussa Dembele, who I think is going to have a really good season this year.
Me too.
Him and Depay, it was weird because when I used to see them play together, I didn't think it was that bad, but I guess the coach was he didn't really like it. So I think what Lyon, what they had with Memphis Depay is going to be gone, but they might end up having a little bit more structure tactically without having somebody who plays like that, like Memphis Depay does. And Marseille usually underwhelms, but they do have my boy Matteo Guendouzi, so I'm excited to watch them as well.
Yes, and they don't have Thauvin anymore, so I want to see what they're gonna. They do have the boy also Payet, a fellow Ronaldo assaulted Ronaldo in that Euros. We all watched it. We know what happened. It's okay. Just because he found out that Ronaldo was the real African.
He's like, Ronaldo probably was like, reunion? Where the hell is that? Like you were. He was like, what?
He's like, oh, my dad is still closer than reunion to Africa. So that was a battle of the two African islanders right there. That's what happened. Two African islanders had some heat. Yes, I was going to tell you this. I've been listening to some Liga on previews now. And Liga on preview, and I kind of follow the Liga podcast. And I'm really excited I'm actually really excited to watch this season. I think that Monaco is going to have another really good season. The only thing I wish is, they were talking about on the show, they don't know if they can just rely on Ben Yedder, but I think they're underrating how much of an impact Volland had, and they're really obsessed with Jovic still. I'm like, Jovic is cool, but it wasn't that serious. It really wasn't that serious.
He didn't even play a lot last year.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he didn't play a lot, but he was a good plug-in. I'm like, you know what? You're discounting that they have that baller Italian kid, Pellegrini, whatever. They have this baller Italian striker. I remember him balling out a few years ago when Henry was coaching at Bordeaux. He came into that game and he scored a goal against Thierry Henry's Bordeaux team. Was it Bordeaux he coached at? What team was it? No. What did he coach at? In Henry.
Monaco.
No, he Yeah, it was from. I'm sorry, he was coaching at Monaco. Was it Monaco?
Thierry Henry?
He only coached Monaco in France.
Yes.
No, he scored. He coached 2 teams in France.
No, he coached Monaco, dog. And he got fired. Then he went to Montreal. Damn, you gonna do me like this? You really gonna do me like this?
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. You making me doubt myself now.
Are you sure, dog?
You're gonna find out.
Okay, you're right. Monaco, Belgium, and return to Belgium being an assistant bum. Anyway, so
You gonna forget Montreal?
okay, he coached at I said Montreal, then back to Belgium. Yeah, so he coached at Monaco, but Thierry Henry brought in Pellegrini, this young Italian like striker who's really good. After that, he kind of ACL tears out for a while, so he kind of missed a little bit. He's like 21 now. At the time he was 18. They still have him. They have a lot of options and young talent. They have other players on loan. I think that same impact Jovic had. They have other young talent to fill in for if Yetter goes down. And these young players that Monaco seems to scout, they're hungry to play. So they have good talent there. I don't think Marseille is going to do amazing. I think, I think they have a fun team and they're going to cause problems in those derby matches. And I think in those second matches against them at home, they're dangerous always, but I don't think they have enough to get right out 30 games in a season. That's they don't have that lineup for that. I don't think personally.
No. But it's exciting though. It's
without putting aside PSG. I think there's generally fun talent. Of course, Lille. Respect to Lille, the champions. There's a lot of fun going on. Who retained a lot of their talent. They have a lot of fun coming up for this one of the very rare to see another league with this much diversity up top. So it's gonna be fun to see what happens.
Yeah. Can I name the episode Messi? Please go to Inter.
No.
Why not?
Because that's weak. We're not doing that.
Messi go to Inter.
Why do you want to do that?
Because I don't want him to go to PSG. It's so lame.
Dog, he's probably already gone. They dropped 16 bleacher tweets about it, and we done this episode for 6 hours. Probably already gone by now. Every time we start doing some show like this, something happens and we're completely wrong right after it's posted. Tomorrow morning is going to be posted. Oh, he signed for PSG. Then Bam drops this dumb episode title where it's going to be like, oh, the Neymar go to Inter. The same time he's officially signed and taking a picture with the, what's his name?
with the homie.
Yeah, with I forgot the PSG owner's name.
All right. Well, episode 214 made a podcast. I'll something about Messi on there. Can I put the picture where he got folded in half though?
Who?
Messi, where he was like all in the air, he got folded.
We're gonna put a picture of Messi's feet on his sandals as the episode goes. I'm gonna zoom in on his feet. It's gonna be feet pics as the cover.
I don't want to see toe hair.
You're gonna see ginger toe hair for him.
Okay, that's gross. I don't want to even hear that word again. All right. We made a podcast, episode 214. When the episode of Can I Kick It podcast drops, I'll make sure I retweet it and stuff. Kind of excited to listen to it.
Bam messaged me about this morning about podcasts, and you were talking about Whack 100 and 6ix9ine. I thought you were talking about our Can I Kick It podcast, that comment you made. I was like, damn, where'd you hear it? I didn't know the episode dropped. Damn. But yeah, please, we just did a feature once again this week on Can I Kick It podcast. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see when the episode drops. So please check them out and drop a follow, subscribe to the homies as well too.
Yeah, and that interview with Whack 100 6ix9ine is hilarious, and they're literally just talking over each other the entire time. And I'm just like, you just can't
arguing.
You can't have two ghetto people trying to talk because they just nobody listens ever. But it was entertaining. I'll say that.
Yeah, which I'm down here too. I mean, anything, honestly, it's a 90% possibility if 6ix9ine's on it, it's going to be entertaining.
Yes.
He's a consistent, entertaining human.
I did also watch most of the Dipset and Locks Versuz.
I did too.
Go ahead. I was there were some moments that were like really dope in there. For me, most of them were Dipset moments, actually.
Really?
Yeah, that were like really dope. But then there were some dope moments from Locks too. But okay, I'll say this.
I don't know what the hell we're doing here on this. You could have ended the show, could have did this on Twitch, but I'm down.
I'll say this. This is what I have to say about it. Actually, are you ending it on Twitch? Don't do it.
No, I'm not ending it.
What? This is the one thing I think, because obviously before I watch it, everybody's saying, "Oh, like Locks killed them," whatever.
I don't think that, but go ahead.
I think that Cameron's mic was low. Because when he was trying to rap, his audio was low. All the Locks mics were like crisp and perfect.
Yeah,
I feel like
Locks was going really good. Yeah,
I'm like, I think the Dipset mics were kind of low, although they were rapping over the songs.
Yeah, which is, I mean, why? But
like I get it on some level, but I'm like, damn, their mics are kind of low still. So I feel like that wasn't fair.
I just feel like I had more. Now, Dipset versus Locks is the most New York thing I'm ever gonna watch. And I retired from New York hip hop watching, I think 20 years ago. Okay. It's been a long time. I don't even miss it, and I don't want to see it. And the fact that they gave us Designer, they're banned for life for me. They're banned for life for Designer. You guys are banned for what you've done. And then, you weren't going to sell me on the Pop Smoke, all that. No. So Dipset Locks is like the most New York thing I've witnessed in a very long time. And I actually like that dark part of my hip hop heart was happy. It was enjoying it. I was nostalgic. Now, are you going to tell me that the Dipset was sober? No. So Dipset was definitely intoxicated. Jim Jones stumbling on the stage and falling in there. Now, that's why they were the best, because I was scream laughing like 5 times watching. It's like, who let the drunk uncle start partying in front of everybody at the club? Like, it looked rough sometimes. Now, did the most viral moment was when Jadakiss dropped New York? Yes, it is a viral moment when he dropped his song. When he did that part, I'm like, that's not fair. Everybody knows that internet now was 30-second clip nation. So you just got the 30-second clip. And then the moments that Dipset had was Jim Jones falling, Joel's mumbling about something. I have no idea what he's saying. Did I used to know what Joel's used to say? I don't know what happened, dog. Did I used to speak New York? Because I'm having a hard time here. And then Mam's telling me it's the mics. It probably was the mic, but I don't know what. It's like I suddenly forgot to understand New York talk. I was like, what are they talking about right now?
I mean,
subtitles? What's going on?
I think their mics were kind of low, but then I mean, it was cool to see like when they said it was like all love, it was like kind of like towards the end. That was cool. That was cute.
People are capping. It was not that many Lock songs that you was head bobbing to. Just relax. Like nobody really came here for the Locks B-sides. Like, come on now, dog. Dipset was like a very that lineup is unreal. Like they had so many. They had that. We already know the budget was bigger. Like Cameron was a star. Like he was literally. Jadakiss was dope. Cameron was a star. Okay.
Even Jim Jones had his run too.
Yeah, Jim Jones was massive. Joel's had a run. Like they had their runs. So there was a lot more bangers on that side. That I was like, oh yeah. I actually kind of forgot about some of Joel's songs. I was such a big fan. I forgot some of those songs. But
okay, honestly, for me, like,
but it was wild. It was definitely like I was that whole atmosphere. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, it'd be so funny if like being banned with it. It'd be so funny, dog. Like,
First of all, I would be wearing a mask. All those damn
I would be
people.
wearing that 6ix9ine ski mask, ski mask he'd be wearing. I'd wear a mask under that too. It looked like COVID bomb nation in there.
All them black people ain't none of them vaccinated. but okay, for me, the best parts. This is great, by the way. For me,
I want to show the clip on Twitch, but go ahead.
The best parts was when somebody was like, oh, you don't have songs for girls, and then Jadakiss and them like did like all the girl songs. That was dope. But then honestly, my favorite part was when after I think it was Styles was saying like, free Mel Matrix and Shoddy whatever, and then Jim Jones was like, okay, first of all, he's like, free Mel Matrix, blah blah. He's like, this is a 9 Trey Billy Blood, blah, blah. He was like throwing it up, and he was like, and I'm a certified gangster. They dropped certified gangster. I was like, okay, that was hard.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now let me keep it real. Like I said, I don't really like Jim Jones. I don't like the whole 6ix9ine Jim Jones cloud that one side took the L in the publicity when the real ones knew what really what's up. I'm not gonna out people on here. This is a public platform, and I already had my beef with Hernandez and I survived. So let's just move on. So I'm not gonna play this game. I'm not academics. I can't live this up. But when he dropped Certified Gangster, I was like, damn, like 2004 C's is really happy right now. 2004 C's is really happy. Like that was a great transition. Now I think if the Dipset mics were even better, they had, I think, even better transition into their lines, into the songs. The best thing about Versus is that we don't have to, well, Dipset shouldn't have did it. I like when they don't perform it. I like when they're having this conversation, they're doing this and it slides into the beat, like into the song. That's what's fun about Verse. I think that's why a lot of people like the Gucci Yeezy Young Jeezy one, is that transition is fun. But and then it's clear because we don't have to hear them rap, because a lot of these songs we forgot live, they sounded terrible. Like these dudes is so bad live. But I was trying to think the last time I saw Styles P speak, and I was like, I think it's been 22 years. I haven't seen Styles P or said the word Styles P in so long. It was just too much. When it was over, dog, I swear to God, I was tired. I was so tired.
What
are we doing? What's the show?
No, who cares? Like, I think that, like, Locks has some bangers. Like, I remember Jadakiss Knock Yourself Out. Like, that was my joint forever. And I
liked Why.
I didn't really like that song, but when he dropped that was dope. I think it was also like the Locks perform together all the time. Dipset don't really perform together like that. I feel like they don't even really know each other's songs like that, except for like the big ones. And like Jewel's like was on drugs, like lost his
Jewel's definitely either he's on drugs or his brain cells are gone from drugs. It was one of the two. I don't know.
No, he like was on drugs, lost a tooth, went to jail.
He
like
lived,
like Cameron and Jim Jones are still like up and like doing well, but like Jewel's like fell off so hard. He's doing Love and Hip Hop. Well, I guess Cam did it too. Actually, Jim Jones did it too. But
I was a big Jules fan when I was there. I thought he was the coolest member.
Jadakiss threw his bandana off. I was like, damn.
Jadakiss, I'm like, I just love that Jadakiss still has so much energy. He must be eating some healthy diet. He must eat really healthy. He's so energetic still. It's kind of cool to see.
I actually saw Jadakiss one time in the elevator in
gotta be like 5'4".
No, he's not short for real.
Really? He looks like he's short on camera.
Styles P's kind of short, I think, but no, Jadakiss like normal size.
Okay.
Yeah, in the elevator in Virginia, but I forgot what city it was though. But yeah, like I got on the elevator, he was in there too. And my cousin's dad sold his mom a house in Virginia, and then my cousins met him one time. But yeah, that was kind of fun. Like I didn't really think I would enjoy it that much.
Me either. You know what it was? I was like getting that vibe when we just randomly that one day turned on the So Def reunion thing. And like those of you who don't know, one time we're out chilling at Bam's house. What up, Native? And we were chilling at Bam's house, and he turned on this random, like we scroll on the guide, and he puts on So Def 30-year anniversary. Like and it was like the greatest concert. It is like one of the two concerts in history I wish I went to. It was like back-to-back bangers, artists like from T-Pain to Marion, Bow Wow. It was just so much talent. Like
that was the only time I was excited to see Jay-Z. I was like,
you were like, let's go.
I was like, Jay is there. I was like, oh, money ain't a thing. Oh.
Yo, Versus. I also even I didn't really like Versus Jeezy, to keep it real, because
I didn't even watch it yet.
I didn't really like it because it made me uncomfortable. I really care about Gucci, and like I care about him a lot, and I've cared about him so long that I don't even watch him as much. It's one of those things. Like I've spent so much time and energy into like that trial and him getting out, and listening to his mixtapes 100 times in Brazil, that now that he's free, I'm just letting him live and I'm living. Like that's my dog forever, you know. Like he did it for me. He introduced me to a whole new world of hip hop I wasn't listening to. So shout out Gucci forever, the Godfather. But Yes, like that Versus was the closest thing I've had in a long time. Like that was great. Now it makes me excited for future matchups, but I just really want that. Please give me some East versus West Heat again. Just give me a little bit, give me something. Give me one of these old bums like Game or somebody to get on there to have a good time. Give me something.
Dog,
Give
it would
me
have been dope if Game came out for Certified Gangsters. That would have been
Ooh, that would
crazy.
have been if Game came out, I would have been like, that's the happiest I've been able to see Game in years too. I'm so happy to see this. Give me something. I don't know, give us 50 Cent versus the Game. That'd be fun. Let's do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us Black Wall Street versus G Unit. That'd be hard.
I mean, yeah, like honestly, I haven't really watched. I haven't been into verses like that. Like
but that one was good. That one was good.
Yeah, I don't want to see Snoop versus DMX. Like that's weird. But
yeah,
like,
no, please no.
But yeah, I only watched this one because I've seen so much stuff about it. I was like, I'll check it out. But
it really has been a long time since I smiled listening to New York rap. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, no, I had some moments. I was like, damn, I'm like kind of like feeling.
You remember like places you've been hearing?
Yeah,
that stuff.
like
really
some of them songs. Like I used to like ride around and do wild shit with them songs.
I was sitting there. My friends here were so West Coast that the near idea of me telling them that how much I loved Mace, they were so upset about. So I'm like, come on, dog. This Mace song goes hard. Like, I want to hear them Mace, dog. I don't hear Dipset. I don't care. And then I was the one that showed everybody the Drill Santana Lil Wayne tape. And then all of a sudden, everybody liked us. I'm like, oh, yeah. All of a sudden, you guys are down. All right.
Yeah. No, yeah, because I always listen to East Coast stuff too. But yeah, that was fun.
We made a podcast.
Yes, we made a podcast, episode 214. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you holler. And we will be back next week. 5 show. Holler.